Hello folks, George here again, out in the field today, more work. A little cold today. It's April, it's the end of April, and I doubt that the temperature is more than 45 degrees. Anyhow, so I find myself in the field quite often, as you probably would expect. This is my day job. And one of the decisions that I also have to make when I'm out in the field, if I don't bring lunch with me, is to get lunch. And that's usually it's a decision that I need to make, especially in the journey, right? In the GLP-1. So today, this is what I've done, and this is something that I will do uh, quite often, is find a salad, find a good, healthy salad, and then I'll pack some extra protein. Because what I try to do for lunch is to prioritize protein. And here you can kind of see what I got. I got a nice salad, good ingredients. I dispute the bacon a little bit, but nothing too bad. It has a vinaigrette, and I got some extra chicken. So I'm loading up with protein. There's some good fiber in there too, and some good fat with the egg, and obviously some other things. So that's the idea. The idea is you prioritize protein, especially if you're over 65 on this journey, because sarcopenia is a real thing for us. So we have to prioritize, especially when you're GLP-1, protein. And so what I usually do, and this is sort of what I do, it might not be exactly what you do, but it's worked for me now at almost 65 pounds down. Don't you love that little yellow color in the chairs in back? Yikes. At any rate, so yeah, I'm in a little beach park here. But anyhow, so what I do is I kind of, my 3 meals, I kind of load them up. So my breakfast, when I get it, will be high in protein, and basically it's probably my highest caloric meal of the day, and then moderate for lunch, like what you're seeing here, and then light for dinner. So if I do that, and especially if I concentrate on doing a priority for protein at lunch, it means I don't have hunger visiting me in a bad way for dinner. I'm already satiated, so my dinner can be light, and I can enjoy the evening and not be bloated, and sleep well also, which also affects sleep. So here we have it again, right? So not a bad looking salad, I think. It's a Cobb salad, I guess, from a local marketplace, and then of course I have the extra chicken. And so probably I have about 30 to 35 grams of protein here if you include the egg. And that's what I try to do. Again, for us, especially on the GLP-1 journey, and if we want to preserve our muscle, protein has to be the anchor of our meals, always. So 35 to 40 grams of protein. And I try to go for about 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram of ideal weight, and I'm close to my ideal weight at 193 pounds. So yeah, so that probably for me means that between 120 and 140 grams of protein, and if I have a good exercise day, I might go a little more. So here's what we got. I'll turn around and I'll show you a little bit of before I sign off. So this is a little beach. This is a reservoir. It's not acting as a reservoir anymore, but it's a nice little beach, and I am just privileged to go out in beautiful little places, and this will be teeming with wildlife in another month or so, and just have a grand old time and do my thing as a wetlands ecologist and biologist, and enjoy a meal. And there's no tracking today, no weighing the food, because I've learned that if I do this, I'm going to be on the money, right? So I wish you well on your journey, and I'll see you next time. So this is George with GLP-1s for Seniors. Be patient with your body, stay curious, and be at peace. And until next time, as we say here, God willing, we'll see you at the next video. And by the way, I do have a good one coming on electrolytes, so you want to check that out pretty soon. It'll probably be going on either today or tomorrow. Ta-da!